and I'll answer you that on the canvas, we have configured your personal email or the student email so that you get a notification. So it will be good if you've not been getting any notification on any activity sent on Canvas. It will be good to confirm whether the right email is captured, because it sends a notification to your email. If you're not getting that, that one can be checked. And it's also good to know that each and every assignment, each and every course, it has its own due date based on the lecturer. So not all assignments are having the same due dates. All activities have different due dates depending with the lecturer, whether it's an assignment, whether it's a quiz, a timed cut that you're supposed to do in the system. I'll request my boss to add something on that. Madam Jeno John?
Add something on that.
Just use the camera. Sorry, I got disconnected. So I'm here now with Itonga. What am I supposed to add on to? Oh, sorry, I was just switching over.
Okay, sorry. It was about Adam Ibrahim had asked about assignments, where he was saying it would be good if we get or he gets notifications on email. And I was telling him that Canvas sends a notification to the configured email. So it would be good if he has not been getting notifications. We check which email is configured on his profile or his account on Canvas. Then he was talking about those assignments and being a DLM student where because of traveling, because of work, it can just pass without him knowing.
Okay, yeah, it's important for us to check. There's a communication we sent out to all students. I am hoping that all of us, Kathleen Mamboy, kindly mute, or Agnes, you could. Anyway, so if you get into your student profile within the digital campus, you will get to see an email that has been configured. And most probably it's a CHEMU student email, because we want you students to start using the CHEMU email, and that is what will be used for sending you the notifications. It's actually even within the settings. When you get into the settings or the account section of the digital campus, you can be able to decide what you want being sent to you on email. So I want to also indicate that in every student's dashboard, there's a course known as Welcome to the Digital Campus. How many of you have ever looked into that course? Be very honest. Raise your hand, tell me whether you've actually gotten into that course. Other than the 5 courses that you've registered for, 5 or less courses, there's another additional course called Welcome to the Digital Campus. Okay, so I can see a number of you have. That course is a guide on what are some of the things that you need to know about the digital campus. So get into your account in the digital campus, get into settings, see whether your email, that's the email where your notifications will be sent. So all notifications, you can decide to have everything, even from when a lecturer posts, even just a note, a module item, an assignment, a quiz, anything, you'll actually be notified. That's okay, Aden?
He has noted.
Just to add on it, just to add on Aden.
Yes, Dennis.
What essentially it means is that you decide what kind of notification you want and when you want it. Do you want to be notified daily? Do you want to be notified weekly? Do you want to be notified, you decide the time by going into the settings. So whatever you want and how often you want to be notified is actually under the control of the student under the settings and notifications. So you can actually get notification of anything, including when the president will come to Kemu.
Oh, Dennis.
Just to add on Aden, I second him because even me, I'm a DLM student. I usually don't get notification when the assignments are posted. So it's because we have a WhatsApp group. That's when somebody sends a message saying that there's an assignment that has been posted, but when you check, you don't get a notification. Maybe it's an issue because most of us usually we don't get the notification. Like for me, I have to check in the canvas. I usually check like 5 times in a day, keep on refreshing to see if I have any assignments. Maybe it is an issue that you need to look into it because it's not only us. Because usually we are so many people that are complaining on the same, and sometimes it's too much because like yesterday people were chatting asking there was an assignment that was due yesterday and most people didn't get a notification of that assignment. So I think it's something, maybe it is the settings, or when the lecturers are posting, they I don't know how the system works, they forget to say that share so that we get notifications. But for me, I only got the notification once the assignment was marked by the lecturer. That's when I got a notification telling me that the marks have been uploaded in the system. You can go in and log in. But getting the assignment, no, I didn't get any notification. Thank you.
Thank you, Penina. We have captured that, and we are going to see whether it's something to do with on our side or it's lecturer settings on that.
So, Agnes, let me just correct Penina there. It might be an issue that you have not, what Dennis, I'll just add on to what Dennis has said. You need to go into your account. There's an icon that is above the dashboard. Just click on that, click on announcements, and then pick the items that you want to be notified. When you click on the same account, you will get to see settings. Within settings, look at which email has been configured for digital. We are picking all these emails from the students portal, and every student is allocated a Kenya Methodist University email. So that is the email address that you need to go to and check. And as I said, we don't want to use personal emails for distance learning students, for any of our students. And that's why we are trying to ensure each and every student is using a KEMU student registered email address. So Penina, and for the rest of us who have issues, just get into your account settings and get into announcement notification or notifications, and you'll get to see that.
I've just gone into the settings and found that the email address is not even mine. It's a different email.
Okay.
Dennis was saying something. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Dennis, you are saying something. You're muted.
I'm saying it's okay. Let's proceed.
Dennis. It would be good.
Okay, just proceed.
It would be good as Adan has confirmed. Check the email that is configured on your account. Ensure the right email. Your right email is configured or it's picked. I would like to project so that I can show you where to enable all those notifications.
In fact, Agnes used Aden's registration number. Act as him. We see what he's.
Good.
Aden, give us your email, your registration number.
The registration number, Adam? CIS. You said you're in CIS. Adam?
He's on mute.
I can give mine.
CIS.
Just a moment. Just a moment. Just a moment. Just
Can I give mine?
CIS -1. 2013. You got it?
Adam,
CIS.
are you seeing my screen?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
CIS
CIS.
-1
Yes.
3425
3425
-2 -2013.
Your password remains
Yes,
the
yes,
usual password.
yes, 34.
Have you changed it?
That is not.
Are you seeing that? Are you all seeing that?
Yeah.
Okay. So you go to account. You can see that.
Yes.
Account, settings, notifications. First and foremost, on his account, the first thing to confirm, okay, let me just go back to his account. Which email is configured? Which email? I want to see with the email that is configured. You can see settings, the email, and you as the student, you can be able to change the email address. You can see that.
I've just included that now.
You've included.
Right now.
You're so sharp.
Agnes.
Yes.
Agnes.
Yes, please.
Kindly blow up your screen.
Okay.
If you could to slightly
Bigger.
maybe
I zoom
120,
out.
150. Yes.
Okay.
Zoom in.
Hassan Omar Nabila, you've overwritten our presentation. So kindly, can you stop sharing? Hassan Omar, thank you. Agnes, put up your presentation again.
Okay.
Wacha nipigie juu sijapata nele, wacha nipigie nisikie.
As Agnes is putting that up, I'd like you to notice that the first email address most probably was what was initially registered for you, and that is where the email addresses, those emails notifications are going to. Agnes, your screen is not up yet. Agnes?
To be muted.
Tara Maore, please kindly mute your microphone. Let me just show him that thing, because it looks like I think he might have gotten disconnected. What 3725? CIS. And then kindly, once again, just give me your email at your registration number, CIS-1-
3425 -2
Okay.
-2013.
So let me just share my screen. I think there might be an issue in Agnes's side.
Hello? Chairman.
Okay, so first of all, students within the dashboard view, there are two views. I would rather you have the card view. I'm hoping you're seeing that.
Let us zoom out.
Mainivamea chini walete.
All right, so
Okay.
Nataka mtunge pia night shift.
so when you click on account,
Ati? Niwatumie uniform ya watchman.
you get into your settings. This will tell you what email address we have picked from the students portal, because each student once registered, you'll notice that Aden's initial email was aa.ahmed3425@stu. So this is actually a valid email address. You've just added this right now. So all of us as students, we need to get into our account and ensure that we have the correct email address and that ideally is your correct email address, because that will also affect another system known as a class attendance for you. So this is what is registered by even the class attendance tool, the first one. So those of us who are not getting notifications, this is where you do it. Ensure this is your email address, and then you come now to the notifications. And just like what Dennis mentioned, you now activate. You tell us, you see like now here, your weekly notifications will be sent on Saturday. So each of these are activities that you'd like or things that you'd like to be notified. And I'd like you to notice that for each one of them, there's one that is notify me right away. So this is a key that provides you with. There's one for notify me right away, one for sending me a daily summary, one for sending me a weekly summary, and one for not send me. So if you see a green icon, that is what is actually activated. So you'll find that the due date, the announcements, notice for him, the due date is actually activated only for once a week. All right? But for some of these things, for any announcements, for any files that have been uploaded, personally, I would prefer that you have all of the notifications sent to you immediately, especially like the lady, what was her name? Was it Penina? Mm-hmm. Yeah, when you mentioned that you don't get it immediately, this is the reason, because under this, you haven't selected this icon where you're supposed to get notified immediately. Is that okay now, Aden, and for the rest of the students who have issues?
Yes, that is okay. But madam, I'm not even getting any response on email, Aden, because the iAden is what I've been using even during the exams, coming into, activating of the camera and everything. Online exams. I'm not even getting any notification on the iAden, because when I was adding that email, the next email, it was getting.
No, but you just added that right now.
Yes, I was.
You said you just added that right now.
I told it has already sent a message. They told me I was getting information, a message. I was expecting to, and I checked even in the spam.
But do you see this? for you now, the IRN which you're saying is correct.
Okay.
You've noticed that what you've picked is actually do not send me anything. You need to select this.
Okay.
Okay, that is what you need to select so that you are immediately notified for anything that happens on the digital campus.
Okay.
All right? So,
Yeah, thanks.
so we'll take up the next question.
Sorry, Madam Director, I got disconnected.
Karibu tena.
Asante, and I could not join. The forum is so full. Phyllis Lumumba, you've lowered your hand.
Yes, no, it's up. Yeah, thank you.
Yes, please go on. Tell
Thank
us your program.
Yes. Good evening.
Good evening to you.
Yes, I'm Phyllis Lumumba doing BBIT. Second trimester. I'm very, very new. And I thank you for this forum because I've been thinking I was the only ranger in the desert. I thank you for the arrangements and the notes that we are getting. But I was requesting if we can get videos. As for me, I'm receiving videos from one subject, the computer, 101, that unit. But then other units are just a lot of notes. You don't know when where you reach to get the cards. You don't know where you are supposed to read to do some have not even sent the assignments. So my request kindly is if we can get videos like the lessons that have been adapted in class, then those videos will do us a lot of good. Then another thing I was requesting for is a WhatsApp group because I'm not in any WhatsApp group. So kindly, if we can have a WhatsApp group like now, the BBIT students, all of us having one WhatsApp group, I think will do us a lot of good. Otherwise, we thank you for all that you are doing. I know with the time we'll get acclimatized, we'll get used, and we will do better. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Phyllis Lumumba. We appreciate that. Madam Director, you can respond.
Yes, Phyllis, we cannot create a WhatsApp group for the students because you know the capacity of WhatsApp is 256. As an IT student, you know why it's at 256. However, we have a Telegram channel, and I hope you are already subscribed to it. The Telegram channel is one of the ways that we communicate to our students on anything new that is happening, either on the digital campus or anything that is happening at the university level. With respect to recordings, you know, distance learning students, ideally, you're supposed to be getting what we call the learning resources, and those include the notes as well as assignments. Now, lecturers can, again, vary with respect to when they want to provide the distance learning, the assignment, because I may decide as a lecturer in programming, I want to only give my material or give my assessment after I've covered a particular topic. So that's why you'll find that maybe your CC 101 lecturer will give you an activity immediately after week 1, but me who's teaching advanced programming, I will only give you an activity after week 4. Okay, so that will vary from one lecturer to another. Second, the reference of the lecturer, unfortunately, but we will try and encourage them to record any online session that they're having with the full-time students. But ideally, a distance learning student is supposed to get those notes. But one of the things, as I mentioned, is since we are moving to blended learning, we're also building capacity within our faculty so that we're able to have short videos for every topic. And we are trying, so let's for now work with the learning resources, the textual reading materials that we have as we continue to improve on that with the videos and the recordings. But what I know is that we encourage our lecturers to have recordings. Personally, I also do the same for my programming
Yes.
classes. I record and then I share the link so that even as a distance learning student, at your own free time, you can watch. But we will take that down and share that with our faculty.
Thank you.
Phyllis, I hope you answered.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm answered. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much. Christine Akoth. And before Christine, Abdi Hakim, please remember we are using the tool down here. The tool down here called raise your hand or raise hand. Down here, not physically, not like this. There's a tool down there on your screen. Raise your hand. Use that and I'll be able to pick you. Thank you. Christine, go ahead.
Thank you so much. My BSN. My answer is just that being a DLM student, times with the assignment, as mentioned before, is
Sorry, Christine. Sorry, Christine. You're breaking.
Sorry, I'm saying, as Aden had mentioned, being a DLM student and the kind of assignments we have, at times our assignments are in the country. Now, the moment the registrar has indicated we need to do our face to
She can also type her question.
Yeah, Christine, I would rather, if your connection is bad, could you then just type it on the text? We will pick it from there.
Okay.
She seems to be in a place with very poor network.
Yeah, true, Christine. Do as advised. Caleb, he prop turned to Tui. Sorry. Caleb.
Okay.
Please go ahead.
Yes, I get it.
Okay.
Okay. Good evening.
Good evening to you.
I'm doing business administration. I'm still a new student, but I'm encountering some challenges concerning class attendance, of which I've not been able I've not been able to sign in for class attendance. I think that was my main concern.
Thank you, Caleb. Madam Janet.
Yeah, Caleb, distance learning students are not expected to sign in the class attendance, but what you can do after every, we don't expect, that's why you're a distance learning student, you're not supposed to be there physically. However, if you have an activity that you have done, it's always good that you sign in the attendance. But as I mentioned, it is not strictly required of the distance learning students to submit the class attendance.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I hope it's clear for all of us about the bit of class attendance, where the director has clarified you're not supposed to sign the class register, the class attendance. Kamoiro Toine.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
My name is Toine Kamoiro, doing a DLM nursing student and also representing the September 2020 class. We really thank you for your support during our schooling time, but we have been having some issues. But I think from today you are going to help us to resolve the issue so that we don't have the issue pertaining to our continuing education. First of all, we are experiencing some challenges in some unit for this semester, like the HCI 107 and HCI 109.
Oh, he's smart. You
Units
want
have
to
not
smile
yet
at girls
published
now.
since the start of
Okay,
the
so your
semester
daddy
up
trying to
to
meet
now,
Jesus
and
today.
the ones that have
Bet.
been published
ilikuwa nakata Janet. Hata za asi imekuwa hapa. Sasa
for every unit. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Kamoiro. And it's true, you are the class president. You said the September 2020 cohort.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Kamoiro. And it's true, before I invite you are the class president, my director to respond, September 2020, I would request you to cohorts clarify the orientation of every unit. What do you mean by that? Thank you very much, Kamoiro. Orientation of every course. It's true, before I invite you are the class president, my director to respond, September 2020, request you to cohorts clarify the orientation of every unit. What do you mean by that? Thank you very much, Kamoiro. You mean the course of every it's true. Before I invite the class president, my director, I would request my director to respond.
She responds maybe because there's an issue of COVID that he had brought forward. I don't know what the school is doing about for us to be doing the exam. Maybe for the physical exam, did the school was it thinking about the students that maybe they have underlying conditions and they're not comfortable to come for the exams, if we can be allowed to do the exams online? I don't know. Maybe that's something maybe Madam June could export on that too.
It's not June, it's Jenu. Anyway, let me start off with Caleb's question. And I will request also Mwala. Mwala, if you're still online, maybe you can talk about the HSI 107 and 109 before I now talk about the rest of the issues. Yes.
Yes, Jenu.
Yes, HSI 107 and HSCI 107 and 109, the notes are still not there. It's I would like to have a response on that as well.
I can respond briefly in relation to that. The Department of Nursing had an issue in getting a timely lecture allocated for that unit. However, I have 2 units that I'm where somebody was allocated the unit. And so what I will do is actually push them over the weekend to have them publish those notes.
That's what we could do for that. So the issue has been that to allocate a lecturer took a while to get someone to do it. But now that they identified at least, and the same applies to the anatomy, but they have identified at least one lecturer for each of those units. So that's what I will do. I think as you are continuing, I can be doing the phone calls just to remind them what they need to do.
Thank you so much, Dennis. With respect to the examinations, let me indicate that right now we are following what the registrar has said, that we will have face-to-face examinations up until there's something different. Penina, you asked also, is the institution doing anything? Yes, of course, all COVID protocols will be observed during the examination, so I don't think you have to worry about that. I know the comfort of sitting at your home and being able to do your examinations, but let's for this particular trimester be able, because we also encounter a number of challenges with a number of students not being able to do this. So also one of the requirements by the commission is to show that we're able to bring everyone on board. So that's why we have the face-to-face examinations for all Kenyan students, for all students based in the country, and then for diaspora students, we'll have it online. Then, as is there anything that I've missed out on Caleb's question? Agnes, maybe we can take the next question then.
Yeah, he was talking about the school fees.
Yes, the school fees. I know we are having discussions with the management on the same, especially for distance learning students, but up to now, we haven't yet reached a conclusion on the same, but you can be assured that we are making suggestions on flexible payment modes for students. That is all I can say for now. Let me not give any assurance yet.
Thank you very much. I hope you answered.
Yes, I am. Thank you.
Okay. Kristen Jerry.
Yeah, my issue is on a course that we haven't had online yet. And when I called the lecturer, he said that it wasn't timetable for online class. So I don't know why that happened.
Which unit is that, Kristen?
That's Kaun 105.
Sorry?
Kaun 105.
Which, and you are a DLM student?
Yeah, I'm a DLM student.
As a DLM student, as we mentioned, you're not supposed to attend classes.
Oh, really? Uh-huh.
Yes. Yes, Kristen, you're not supposed to attend classes. The lecturer, if the unit is there, is teaching the full-timers, the part-timers. As a DLM, remember, you're not supposed to attend classes. You chose the mode of study because you're busy and you don't have time to attend the full-time classes that are taught during the day.
Okay, I get that. But when you give us an option of online or face-to-face, so what does online mean when we take the option?
Let me clarify that. The online face-to-face is primarily for we gave the option of online or face-to-face, and that was especially for the face-to-face students, because you can't tell me you're a DLM student. What cuts are those you're making over there? Anyway, so Kristen, it's important for you to understand you're a distance learning student because you cannot attend classes from 8 to 5, all right? And that is when face-to-face classes are happening. Mm-hmm. So if you would like to join the online classes, then you have to switch your mode from distance learning to a face-to-face. Who now have the option of either attending classes physically or attending classes online.
Oh, okay, I get that. I didn't know that. Thank you.
Ibogo Oluoch Helen.
Thank you. Thank you very much for that clarification. The clarification for DLM students not allowed, are not supposed to join online classes. I think that's why I've been trying to join, especially those ones that starts from 5 to 6. And the response I get is, your email account is not allowed to join this class. Is it?
No, that's not the reason. No, that's not the reason. Your email address is totally a different issue. It's because of you need to use a KEMU email address to join any of the Google Meet sessions for you or the online classes. But that's not the reason.
Let me shed some light. I had the same problem in joining. I even went to KEMU. They tried assisting me, and the response I got is maybe the lecturer is using her own Google account, not the one for KEMU. Everything was correct. I was joining using the KEMU account, something like that.
All right, maybe you could just text us the particular course, and then we'll be able to follow that up with the lecturer. However, ideally, you're not supposed to be in an online class, because that's the reason why you're DLM, isn't it? You cannot be able to, yes.
Okay, that answers most of my worries about signing register, attending online classes, and so. Then another thing, sometimes you'd get a lecturer responding, sending a mail, and then when you respond back, you don't get a response back again. I don't know, they're not supposed to respond back, or they are busy, or maybe the mails are too many. Like when I'm actually very, very, very new, and I was getting problems joining when I respond, join me in a WhatsApp. I'm not able to attend. There was actually no response, not even noted. We'll get back to you. You know, and we are very new, you are old, you get confused, you are like, am I really going somewhere?
Okay,
yeah, please clarify on that.
Yeah, we apologize that you did not get an immediate response as you expected. However, yes, lecturers definitely should respond. I hope you know there is an inbox tool. Is that what you used to send an email?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So again, if it's many, sometimes a number of us have quite a number of emails that maybe we will have skipped. So let me not say that the lecturer did not respond intentionally, but most probably they got busy and did not respond as expected. But
then thank you. Then
but it's also important. It's also important that you understand, as distance learning students, if you don't get a response on a particular issue, the cost. Samson Onyango, kindly. Yeah, so if you don't get a response immediately from or not immediately, or at least in the course of the week, from any query that you have raised, either with a lecturer, it's always good that you reach out to the support team. We have indicated all of us are part of the support team. So in the course called Welcome to Digital Campus, we've listed out who you really need to reach out to. We have a mobile email address known as digital.campus@kemu.ac.ke. So also reach to that, because I know we respond to that like every day.
Okay. And the last one, maybe when the lecturers are sending assignments, and now that I'm made to understand this is a blended learning unit, let them be able to indicate these assignments are for full-time, this one is for maybe the strictly DLM student, because there's a unit I did almost 3 assignments. Remember doing 3 assignments, 30, 30, 30, that is almost 90. And all of them there are some that were not graded. So I tend to think I'm the one who did maybe the wrong assignments, because the education was not done.
Helen, I think in fact you should be happy that you are doing the same level of activities together with your full-time counterparts, because at the end of the day, blended is supposed to ensure that both the distance learning student as well as the face-to-face student have the same learning content at the end of the semester. So personally, I'm also teaching a course called Advanced Programming, and I will give an activity to both the full-time student as well as the distance learning student, and expect the two to undertake. And like for me who's teaching programming, I will give a number of activities, because that is how I will assess whether you've understood. So when a lecturer puts up the number of assessments or activities, remember that lecturer is trying to also get to gauge whether you're understanding the learning content.
Okay.
Pardon. If I may add something on someone who was asking about classes, online classes for DIM students. There is nothing that will prevent you from attending an online class that a lecturer has posted a link to. If you're in the same class and you are in the same class, having the same code, and you send it, there'll be nothing wrong with you attending it. It's only that he's not expecting you to be there. Therefore, he'll not penalize you for not attending the online class. But if you happen to find the class going on and you attend, it's a plus for you.
Okay, thank you for that.
Thank you, Dennis, for that clarification. Fatekato?
Okay, I'm just Fatekato from School of Business, Department of International Relations. The first question is the issue of delay notes and assignment from DLM. And also we lack the contacts of lecturers who are in charge of the same units. Sometimes it is hard to reach the lecturers when you try to call KEMO. Most of the times there is no person who will assist us, or we don't have the support officer contacts. So you get yourself hanging.
Okay, first of all, Josephat, there's no department of IR yet. You're all under the Department of Business Administration undertaking the program of international relations. Ideally, that program, when it started off, was a primarily full-time program. It wasn't for distance learning. However, I know 2020 changed a lot of things. So lecturers are in the process of actually developing content for the distance learning students. However, we have the coordinator for the same, called Zipporah Karuga, and I think Jocelyn can be able to share the contact of the coordinator for any issue that you would like raised. Remember, even Jonathan, who's in charge of the School of Business Administration, will also be able to support it. It's just that Eric is not with us, and I trust it's because the meet got full, because all of us were actually we were supposed to attend, the full house. I'm sure it's because the meet got full before they joined. But yeah, so you have the contact of Eric Muteria as well as for Jonathan Musau on the same to enable you reach out if you're not getting the actual lecturers. I'm sure you heard and that's why you see Dennis and Robert here, because ideally matters learning content, it's them who are supposed to address it for each of the allocated to or assigned to. So please go again to the Welcome to the Digital Campus and get to see who to contact, and you'll get to know, for which school you're in, reach out to the appropriate individual.
Thank you.
From system.
Yeah, it's on your dashboard. That Welcome to the Digital Campus course is actually on the dashboard.
Maurice Kaberia. Maurice, you've lowered your hand. Okay. Akuya Charity.
Hi, thank you for the chance.
I just have two concerns. I have registered for the DRM, MUCP. So I have 3 registered units, but one, there are no notes. So I'm not very sure if a rector has been assigned. So that's the clarity I'm seeking. That's MACP 803. That's the group counseling. And then I'm wondering, I've already been registered for 3 units. So school fees, am I paying the full school fees for only 3 units, and yet only 2 that I'm attending classes for? So maybe I would want also to have a response to that about school fees, about full payment. I'm only attending just 2 units. So how do I go about that? I've paid more than I have so far. Thank you.
Start off with an ACP. I just want to log into the course and get to see where the lecture is allocated. Maybe you can text us the course code on the chat, so we'll take it up from there and be able to respond later. But with respect to the school fees, you know, every student is actually charged as per trimester, and every DLM student is supposed to register for 5 courses. That's how ideally the registration and the fees works. So if you are only registered for 2 courses, then you need to talk to the finance department and the same.
All right, so I'm supposed to go to the finance department for course registration so that I can have 5.
Helen, kindly mute. Thank you. So I didn't get your question.
I'm asking, yes, because initially I saw there were 5 units, but when I registered, I saw that only 3 were approved. So I thought maybe this semester, those are the only units they are offering. But you say that I need to be registered for 5. I would really want to know the 5 units because I only have less balance to clear for the whole fee, so that I don't feel like I have paid the whole cost balance for first semester and yet I'm only sitting for 2 units. I would want to do all of them. I don't know which the rest are, so I would also seek clarity and guidance on that.
Okay, fine. Let me also clarify something that I know Daniel was supposed to. I'm sure he must have also gotten locked out of the presentation. But let me also inform students. Yeah, no, we'll come to you. Let me also inform students that the registration process, after you've been admitted, starts from your department. So you need to talk to an academic advisor on the same. Which courses are you supposed to register for in this particular trimester? Every student is allocated an academic advisor. So if you don't know who your academic advisor is, kindly liaise with your chair of department, who is supposed to tell you who you need to be talking to anytime it comes to matter registration or course registration for every semester. So for you, I would suggest that you talk to Dr. Njoroge, who's the chair of department, so that you get to know why only 3 courses out of the 5 were approved. Again, remember, it could be as a result of you picking 2 courses that were not on offer. Remember also, it's not like all the courses in your academic program are put on offer every trimester. Every department has a list of courses on offer, which most of them are actually published on the website. But before you register for courses, I strongly advise that you reach out to your academic advisor on the same.
Thank you, Dr. Njoroge. Can I have the contact? I don't know who my academic advisor is or the chair of department. So
yeah,
maybe
you're a counseling student. So
yes.
Counseling is under the Department of Theology, Religious Studies and Counseling, where Dr. Njoroge is the chair of department. So what we'll do, we'll share the email addresses on the Welcome to Digital Campus course for all the emails of the chairs of the department so that you can reach out to them.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. Mashari and Jerry. Esther?
Hello?
Masharia? Jerry, Esther.
Yes. My question is on the signing of the attendance. I'm not able to sign the attendance.
Which mode of study are you in, Esther?
DLM. DLM.
It has already been responded to.
No, but the cut that I was doing, it was a requirement.
The attendance register was a requirement.
Yeah, for a certain cut we did last week.
Because we clarified that as a DLM student, you're not supposed to sign in the class attendance. Remember, the assignment is given together with the full-time students, part-time students. There's a DLM, it's not a requirement.
So I should not sign even for the exams, for the cuts?
Yes, you should not unless you consult the teacher. You consult the teacher and to let the teacher know that you're a DLM student.
Okay. What about the concerning the emails?
Sorry, to add on that, let me clarify something. Probably what the lecturer did wants to have an attendance, a list of those people who have attempted the cut, and he may have given you a form.
Okay.
Mr. said it is all good to let the lecturer know that you did the cut, but you are not able to sign it for one or two reasons. So he's aware. Yeah, so that is a different thing. It may be an attendance for something else other than an online class, which means they need to directly contact the lecturer concerned.
And again, Esther, remember you're supposed to use the Chemo student email when you're signing to any form, any register, joining any link. You're supposed to use the Chemo student email, which I believe you have. Is it?
Yeah, I have the email, but it is not it is not working.
The Chemo student email.
Yeah, I've tried many times.
That could be the reason then. You need to write to ict.support, ict.support, ICT department that deals with the issuance of Chemo student email. ict.support@chemo.ac.ke.
Okay.
My colleagues request that on the chat area. Please copy it and write, explain the issue that you have with the email.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Sheikh Noor?
I'm asking that if a student is going out of the country, where do he supposed to do, or where do he supposed to change his exam center? Is there anywhere that shows that the students must change his exam center, or write a letter to the academic? Is there anyhow that can be assisted so that they can do the exams online?
All the online examinations don't require you to be anywhere or any center. You remember it's online, so you can be even in your matatu as you're doing the examination. So that is not required. However, if you're out of the country, you're a diaspora student, that is when now you can be able to do. Remember, face-to-face examinations are for students who are within the country.
Well, is there anywhere you can show that you are going out of the country that shows the school that you are now going out of the country? Anywhere that shows the school that you are going out of the country? What can be done?
If you're moving out of the country and you are a student within the country at the time, then I think the best thing is for you to notify the registrar by writing an email at academic.registrar@kemu.ac.ke.
Okay.
Because I know, like personally, I'm teaching some students who are out of the country. I have an online class, and I know that 2 students out of my class are actually outside the country. So you'll actually find that it's the distance learning students, but again, it's going to be narrowed to the people who are outside.
I went to the towers yesterday. Then I explained to the registrar, not the registrar. There is Mr. Mudai. I know. Is he Mr. Mudai? Yeah, I explained to him. Then he told me to write a letter to the academic
registrar.
No, there is another officer there called Mr. Mudami or Mudai.
Muredi, Simon Muredi.
Not Simon. I know him. Not the registrar himself.
Oh, I don't think Simon is the registrar, the resident registrar at the Nairobi campus. So I don't think you need to write to anybody else. But anyway, since we are all online and a lot of our things right now are still taking online, are going on online, just write to the academic.registrar@kemu.ac.ke. That's okay?
Academic?
.registrar@kemu.ac.ke.
Academic dot register.
Sheikh, I hope you answered.
Academic
and you, yes, and you can CC as Jenu has advised. You can as well copy to Simon Moridi and copy this department digital.campus. All the emails will provide at the chat area.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Pamela Kagaria.
Yes, are we signing the class attendance for this meeting?
Same questions, so many for this one.
For this one, yes, we just want to know how many of you attended. So yes, there's a form that we have put on the chat as well as on the streams, the YouTube stream chat. Kindly fill that form for us. We just want to know that you are with us. That's all.
Thank you.
Godwill, Tibet.
The link.
Godwill, Tibet.
Oh yeah.
Monica Harmony.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you for your time. My question is about exam end of semester exam notification. Sometimes you notify as we are doing our children are doing our timetable are met for a whole month. Now released on 25th of every month. Now your department of notification of exam, they release like 2 times. I don't know. You don't have exact dates for exam. Some of them are releasing different dates.
We've got the question, Ruto. The university has what we call an academic calendar. You can get that on the website. So just like, are you a parent, by the way, Ruto?
Yes.
Yes. So do you know when your child goes to school and when they'll close?
But you keep on changing the dates.
No, we do not. We actually do not change the dates. I'd like to hear the date, the time that we ever change our examination start date. I know last semester we extended the duration to 3 weeks because we wanted to accommodate every group, and especially we had quite a number of courses that were large in number and we were online. So, but with respect to changing dates, I don't think, Ruto, you might be the one who has your own dates in your mind, and then they come in conflict with what we have. An academic calendar is actually prepared in November, actually in October of every year. And by the time January hits of the following year, that calendar is on the website. So please read your calendar. Is that okay? Just go to the website, you'll see the academic calendar and you'll get to see when the start dates are.
Godwill, please do that. Mohammed Roba. Mohammed are you ready? Mudhoni Catherine?
Yes, hello.
Please go ahead very fast.
Okay, I'm Catherine. I'm in business school doing business administration. My question is that, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
My question is that, when you're doing a sit on CAT, what of the physically challenged people who can maybe type fast or something? Do you have a different package for them in order not to feel disadvantaged?
I haven't gotten that.
I'm asking, there are students who are physically challenged. For example, maybe you have one hand and you're having a sit-on exam. So what package do you have for them, maybe in order not to feel disadvantaged compared to the other students?
Okay, I know that we have special arrangements made by the department. Maybe Catherine, you're mute because I think you have some background noise that's also interrupting. Thank you. Yeah, so I know if you are you have a particular challenge, then the department should be aware of it, because then now we can make special arrangements for the same. Because I know personally, when I've taught a course called Compound 100 for students, let's say, who have a bit of vision disability, or like maybe they're blind, for example, and we have enabled those exams to be printed in Braille, and the student has been able. So we do have arrangements. However, the department is supposed to be aware of that particular situation.
All right, thank you so much. I'll follow up with my department.
Okay. Which department are you in?
Business.
Okay, fine. And which campus are you based in?
Nairobi.
Nairobi, fine. The good thing is that Nairobi, at least the chair of the department sits in Nairobi. So let's go to get that.
All right, thank you so much.
Madam Jen, your question, please.
Yes, Mojongo.
Yes, thank you very much. You have actually raised my hand for quite some time, and you've not also captured the attention of William. He equally had a question. So I think you are not fair enough to check who has been quite hanging for some time. However, I appreciate the efforts that you've made, and for the purposes of DLM, and there was a question, there was an assignment which was posted, I think, from basically I'm a BSN doing nursing. So there was an assignment which was posted for pharmacology 1. Then at one point the lecturer said that this assignment is meant for regular student. He'll also post for DL students. So you also need a clarity when assignments are being posted, which assignment is meant for what, and the narrative, so that we doesn't jump into starting things which may not be very necessary, or maybe overstraining us. and basically due to the schedule. Then something else which is very pertinent, we see like we are doing some, we have having online cards versus assignments, and I wondered which is really for us. We felt that the best mode in terms of engagement, we would love to have if you do a card, let it be a distribution of a specific for a period of 1 day, instead of saying it is between 5 to 6, yet I'll be rushing, I could be rushing for night duty and the like. But if you say it is on 25th, the cut is open from 10 to midnight, then that can become fair. But however, what would prefer so much, it is more of assignments than cards, because it gives us a good time to prepare. Then I also was mentioning, why do not capture my attention? I commented on the chat box that I was requesting. For example, I joined this class in September 2019. And occasionally, I may not be able to know this class, like this trimester, how many more students that you are taking, like in psychiatry. But the lecturer knows how many students we are. If we happen to get these contacts of these students, we can easily create a WhatsApp group so that we move on as a team. So the question now comes, who should facilitate us into getting the contacts, because we don't know each other. For example, my class, I only like 3 of us, but occasionally when you communicate, I find that you're over 20, you're even sometimes 50. But if we create a WhatsApp group, we can together to get a crash, and then we enjoy the online classes. At least we get some bite as we rush to work. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mugendi. First of all, apologies that you raised your hand for so long. Agnes, please make sure you take note of those whose hands are hanging for so long.
Yes, sorry for that. The hands are so many. I'm even wondering when we'll finish.
Yeah, because I can see it's already 6. Anyway, but with respect to the assessment activities, as I mentioned, with now that we are doing blended, one, I know we have an issue. We've had your issue about maybe the lecturer putting a cut during your work hours. So we will remind our lecturers to please ensure that if they want to administer a cut, it should be during that. It should be a time that is comfortable for all modes of study. So we will address that. However, when it comes to the type of assessments, I'm happy that Dr. Flora is here with us. It's important for you to understand that the fact that we're in the blended learning mode, we are trying to ensure that the distance learning student as well as the full-time student are getting the same content. So the only bit will be when these assessment activities are undertaken, and we will try to address that with our faculty members, remind them that they need to just give a bit more time for the distance learning students. But with respect to the activities, please, Mugendi, try as much as possible to do those activities, because it makes you a better student, makes you stronger with the content that you're being taught. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Maybe Dr. Flora, you'd like to say something? No. Okay.
Okay, good evening. Thank you for attending this meeting. I opened with the devotion and a class that I was attending, but I followed the declarations very early. Let us say that you are in the right hands. You might have seemed as if we've forgotten you, but actually you are the people who this department was meant for, and the regular students just came in because of COVID-19. Okay, I've stayed in this department for quite some time, and I know most of the challenges that affected DLM students or the purely distance learners. And I can say that most of them, through this meeting, they have been addressed. I want to respond specifically to
Mr. Mugendu.
Yeah, Mr. Mugendu has talked about the activities. I am sure that the issue of time is going to be addressed, but the issue of the activities, it will depend on the teacher. The director has said that we are moved, not we are moving, we've moved to what we are referring to as the blended learning mode. And to me, this mode is far much better because you are getting the same everything that the regular students are getting. Initially, our DLM students were having a raw deal. They were getting a raw deal because the lecturer would just come and post the notes. At times they will not even post the assignment and then disappear, only to meet with them during the examination. And kind of, I was feeling as if your issues are not being addressed. But with the blended learning, even if you are not able to attend the full-time class, the class during the day, at night or when you are free, you can be able to participate in the discussions that the other full-time students are participating in. So to me, we are kind of moving towards ensuring quality as far as the distance teaching and learning is concerned. So all what we need to do is to take it so positively, to feel that you came here to learn, not to be half-baked. We don't want a case where you go out and you are told do this and do the other, and you are not able to do it simply because you are at Kenya Methodist University. We want you to be at par with everybody else, especially the full-time students. There's a theory that I like so much, the theory of equivalency. The theory of equivalency, where you are supposed to be exposed to the same learning experiences with the learners who are in full-time mode. So take it positively, and I'm very sure that you walk out of this place fully cooked, fully baked. Thank you.
Thank you, Daktari. So I told you, as I mentioned, Dr. Flora is actually a specialist in distance education. And we are of course very privileged to have her because she's the one who really guides us on matters pedagogy for our distance learning students. Mugendi, I hope that solves you.
Yes.
Agnes, we can take another few questions because I think I know time is running out. Agnes?
She has gone out. She is.
Oh, she.
Sorry?
Oh, okay.
Thank you very much, Dr. Flora. You've disappeared.
She's attending from the other room. Ameskia.
Okay then. Agnes Wanjiru, you've raised your hand again. Please go ahead.
Thinking, what was thinking of is an
Good evening.
Good evening to you.
Okay, so I've had an issue that I can say I get assisted, but it has not been sorted. When I say I get assisted, I mean the response is rapid. The emails come rapidly. The team is really working hard, but my issue is still not resolved. So I have actually confirmed as I speak to you that the entire class has that issue. We have a very wonderful lecturer teaching us about 510. The notes were posted, and I've taken screenshots to show this, and I've also sent evidence to show this issue. The other units are okay. We can access the notes, we can upload any assignment, but this particular one, the notes were posted, and then there was a small window where 2 or 3 students were able to download the notes. Then they disappeared. The first time I escalated, I was told to follow up with the lecturer who is the source of the unit. We did. Then she referred us back to ICT. So that is early in the semester. On the 5th of June, I made the follow-up. There was good communication from your end, good response. The issue is still there. So the feedback I get is, on your side, KEMU, you guys, you can access this, the notes, you can see them. So you are telling me that there is nothing wrong with the system. But as students, we cannot download those notes. The notes under one section called file are there, but the ones under module cannot be accessed. I've escalated this, I think, twice to 2 different teams, even as late as today. So I don't know whether I should come with my laptop and then book an appointment so that I can get assisted. And the other thing is, I know I'll be told, check your document format, check your PDF format, check your system, check how to save. All those steps, I know them because the other units don't have an issue. It is
As we speak, we can just look it.
Embed 510.
Yes. Embed 510, entrepreneurial, it is.
Embed 510, what you need to do is go into the files.
We've done all that. Okay. We've done all that. We have 2 assignments and Embed 510. When you click assessment, when you go to assignments, first of all, and you click on the assignment, when you try to upload a document, it doesn't complete the upload for you to submit. So basically, you cannot upload anything, and it is nothing to do with the format of the file because other units are quite okay. Number 1. Number 2, if I go to file and my account, I still get an error message.
Okay. Agnes, I think we need to masquerade as you, see where the problem is, and
so you need
to resolve it. We will be able to resolve the entire class's problem.
Okay, so do you need me to give you my student number?
Let me also just add to Mutunga's concern. Sometimes when you find that error message in, sometimes it depends on how also the lecturer set the assignment. If the lecturer did not give you an option of uploading, you will not be able to upload if you wanted to upload. So sometimes it is always just good to actually look for an assignment and tell them, you gave us an assignment where we needed to upload. It is not being able to be uploaded, so that he looks at it from the end when he created that assignment. Sometimes it is usually an omission, the part of picking on upload the material, because you can either upload or the lecturer can decide you're going to type directly inside there.
We did all that as a class. We escalated to the lecturer who said on her end she's okay. So we were escalated back to ICT. When ICT check, they see they can access the notes. They can see everything is okay. But from our end, we can't. We can't upload that assignment because the error message is quite clear. It says error submitting submission draft. But the other units are okay. That's why I don't think it has to do with like the form of the document or the format. I got assisted by the team that gave me an option to go to my profile, then click file, etc. But still, it is a problem.
On the assignment, we've checked and we've edited as you were speaking, and we've confirmed that it's the setting. As Dennis is explaining to you,
yes, please.
The settings that the lecturer put were restricting you. So I've gone ahead to edit that. It's a small issue.
God bless you. God bless you. God bless you so much. So we'll be able to upload the 2 assignments. The other thing is the notes.
We'll check into that. We'll check how the lecturer has. Possibly the lecturer didn't publish the module. You'll see them on the files,
but they're not.
They are not downloadable.
Yes.
Possibly the module is not published. So we'll check on it.
Please help us. We are MBA students and we are really struggling.
Agnes, I'm actually in your profile.
Yes.
And I can, if you look at what shows up on your homepage when you open that course, actually you'll get to see introduction. And then you have a PDF file called mbad510.pdf.
Correct. That is accessible. What about the rest of the notes?
No, the rest is there's nothing else she's posted. That's why. I
Oh,
think
actually, from my end, she has posted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 files, which I took a screenshot of. And they are under modules. If you go to modules, we can see the 5 files she has posted, but we can't download them.
No, it's not files. Those are not files. They're just called modules.
Okay.
Modules are just like folders. They are containers. So that mbad510.pdf actually is looks like it's a complete module. The rest are just topics. I think she created. Most probably she'll upload the notes later for each one of them.
Okay, sawa basi. Lakini assignment tutaweza kuupload, eh?
Yes, I think as Agnes has said, she's edited the settings, so you should be able to.
Thank you so much. God bless you. I really wanted to attend this meeting so I can be assisted, and I've been assisted. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Most welcome. Winrose Waihuni. Winrose, are you still with us?
I'm taking education.
Yes, please.
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
I'm taking education PGD.
Yes, go ahead.
I have a question related to Agnes.
Yes, please.
Where the lecturer has posted an assignment and there is nowhere to upload and you can't type in.
Which unit? So that we can look
has
at
given
it.
a deadline for submission.
Which unit is that?
That is Educ 311.
Okay,
That is education test and measurements.
Educ
311.
Okay, we'll look into it. You are in which mode of study?
You can't upload.
Which mode of study are you in?
Education.
Mode?
Postgraduate.
No. Rose, are you a full-time student, DLM student?
Yes.
You sound like you're not a DLM
Yes, student.
You are a full-time student?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, these are forums for DLM, yeah?
She can visit our office.
Yeah, let her come to
Let her come to our office. We'll be able to assist her on Monday.
Yeah, please visit the office at the main campus.
Okay.
Meaning you are attending classes. Okay, thank you.
Hello.
Edan Elamach, Peter, please go ahead.
Yes, a quick one. I did I'm late, but I wanted to know a clarification if for the DLM students, is it possible to do exams online, or it's face to face as illustrated earlier? Having in mind the current trend of COVID.
Madam Jenu.
Yeah, okay, fine. It's good that you've indicated you came in late. We just addressed that as for now, it's still face-to-face for all students, except those who are out of the country.
Thank you.
And all COVID protocols will be observed.
Pardon?
All COVID protocols, as guided by the Ministry of Health, will be observed in the examination center.
Thank you.
Okay, Monica Harmony. Monica, are you still with us? Okay.
Yes, I am.
Ali Haj.
Good evening.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, thank you. My name is Monica, DBA. My concern is still on the WhatsApp group. I had earlier written an email. I understand it is hard to do WhatsApp group for all the DLM cohorts. But I would like to ask, is it possible then to do WhatsApp groups as per the courses?
Let me also address that. You know, students. Yeah, what you do, what I think you know, like you have a tool known as a discussion in each and every course. I know, like for some of the courses that I've taught, students have actually created a WhatsApp group and they share the link and students join into that. So please use the discussion tool that is in each course, and I'm sure students will be able to join. Do you know the discussion tool?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Yeah, so, or even the announcements, yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. I hope you answered, Monica.
Yes, I am. Thank you.
Okay. Ekeno Abe, very fast, and please allow us to pick very few. We have three: Ali, Abbas, Ekeno.
Yes.
In that
Yes,
order,
even
please let's because I believe we've answered quite many of your concerns as we will continue having such forums that we will engage and we will interact. Allow us to pick just three and we wind up. I cannot go ahead.
Oh yes, even have the same problem. I can't upload my assignment.
Who's speaking? Karidi.
Yes, Ekeno.
Ekeno, same.
Yes.
You're a DLM student?
Yes, I'm a DLM student.
In which program?
Nutrition, DHND.
Give us the specific unit on the chart area and we'll be able to assist.
DHND 226.
The specific unit right on the chart area and we'll be able to assist.
The specific unit is food hygiene and safety.
I'm saying you write on the chart area the code for the unit. The specific unit.
I've written already.
Yeah, my team, my colleagues will be able to respond.
Yes. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Ali Haji. Ali Haji.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening to you.
Okay, I'm a new student, DLM, and I'm doing BSN. I was registered for 5 units, and I was told all the 5 units are common units. So I was wondering if I'm in the right class or because in this unit, there are many students, so I was just wondering if I'm in the right class because these common units, they are not about nothing, I know. They are just common. So I just wanted to confirm that.
Dennis, go ahead.
So could you give us an example of that common unit?
Yeah. Okay, it's the first one is COM 111, COMP 100, HSCI 225, Mass 130.
No problem. So being a common unit, it is truly you're in the right place, and there are many of you. So you're in the right place.
It's 1825. Another
Ali. Ali Haj.
Yes. it is written trimester 2, and I called and confirmed about that, and I was told that according to the school calendar, it is the second trimester. So I call myself, I'm in second trimester or first trimester.
All right. Ali, it is always
Yes.
it is always good to be confused, because the truth is this:
Yeah.
you are a new student, right?
Yes, yes.
You are a new student, right?
Yes.
And you joined in the second trimester.
Yeah.
So by our calendar, you joined us in our academic year. We have 3 seasons to use. The first one usually starts in January. The second one is going where we are, and then the third one is towards September. So where you join is actually the second trimester, but you are a new student, so you are not a second year.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dennis. Abbas?
Yeah, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Yeah, I have 2 questions. The first one is like, if I want to reach the registrar officer and they don't respond the email, is there another way I can get them through? Like a contact to calling them through. And the second question is registering that class attendance. Since I started class this semester, I was unable to attend to register the class attendance form. Basically, there's no link. There's no link to attend the class. And it's they say the student email is something. There's a problem with the student email signing the class attendance. I don't know. There's no other link to fill that form. Yeah, that's my 2 questions.
Abbas, you're in which mode of study?
DLM.
And program?
DLM, yeah. DLM.
Program, you're doing which program?
HSM.
HSM.
Yes.
Continuing student, I believe.
Sorry?
Continuing on new students.
Second semester, yeah. First year.
Continuing. Okay. Dennis?
Sorry, so you're saying you are not able to fill in the attendance, or that the attendance says it is inactive? Which is which?
Yeah, the thing is that there's an email, the place to sign, but they show me the email. There's an issue in the student email. So I never signed since this semester started. I'm not able to sign it.
But you said you are a DLM student.
Yeah, a DLM student.
Okay. I think
There's a place that
already said,
show register, class attendance form, but it doesn't work.
Yeah, but what we said earlier was that a DLM student is not expected to be in class. Therefore, the attendance was put there for those students who are supposed to sign that you are present in class, to help in the full-time students who are also sometimes doing online classes, so that there is an online registration that they were present in class. So as a DLM student, it is not a requirement that you sign the class attendance, because you are not in any physical class unless the lecturer has provided the link where he wants you to do it. Then means he will activate it at that time when you will be attending the class, if he gives you an online link to attend an online class. So usually
There's a place they say
on
like
and off.
register in the online attendance form. It carries 10% of your marks. If you don't feel that.
I'm saying it depends on who it is addressed to. Most of the time it is addressed to those expected to be in class. So unless the lecturer has decided to give you online classes and has insisted you need to attend, then that will count. But where it is not counting is where you are not expected to be in class. So it will not be relevant for you.
Okay. My second question was about the registrar office. They don't sometimes respond to the email. as soon as possible, like as we expect. Though, is there a way we can contact them?
I believe there are many ways that you can contact them. You could call if you have the number, but also, there are many officers there. Sometimes it is also nice to be patient. You may be sending the message today now, and he may see it tomorrow morning. So, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
And always, as you write, ensure you CC digital canvas. Abbas, as you write,
The email?
as you write to the registrar or your department, it's always good to CC the digital canvas. The digital canvas is very, email is very active. We respond within 24 hours on a daily basis, apart from weekends.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so if you do that, we'll be able to follow up your case as the directorate. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
I can see more hands have come up. I said we are winding up. Thank you very, very much. Kindly allow us to wind up. Not unless it's a burning issue, that something that we have not tackled. I will request just one who has among the four, Ronnie, Chesa, Ojuni, and Masharia Njeri. Masharia Njeri, you had raised your hand before. The three, not unless you have a burning issue, please go ahead. Just one.
Let me take the opportunity.
Ojuni.
Am I being heard?
Yes, please go ahead.
Okay, thank you so much for the session. The session is really very informative. And thank you for the squad to be here to answer to all questions. Mine is just about the change of email. I know it has been answered before, but I didn't get it very well. The email I have on my portal is, it has some misspelling, and then as such, I'm not getting notification. So just that. Otherwise, I'm very grateful. It has really helped. The session has really helped me. Thank you so much.
That's very good, and I think you need to put your registration number on your chat area and the right email so that you can rectify it. Is it the Kemu student email or your personal captured?
It is Kemu's student. It is Kemu's.
And again, you can always edit on the settings. If you've been with us since the beginning of this session, my director demonstrated how you do your settings, and you can edit the right email. In fact, for you to know how to do it, not unless you are unable to do it, but just try that. If you are unable to do it, please let us know. You can write to us.
Okay, thank you so much.
But it would be good you edit it, you put the right email.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. At this point, I'm going to call upon a volunteer to give us vote of thanks. A volunteer.
I'm here, I'll volunteer. My name is Newton Kataka. I hope you can all hear me.
Yes, please go ahead.
Yes, I'm taking BBIT, Life School of Science and Technology. So first of all, thank you so much for such a session. It's one of its kind. Since I started taking my course, I think this is the first one I'm having in this school. Number two, I want to comment, Kemu, comparing your systems, your online systems with my colleagues out there. I just believe we have better systems that are more well-designed, and I've not had any rough sessions since I joined this school. So good job for that, and we really appreciate all the efforts you're putting in. So on behalf of all the students on this call, I want to really thank you, and looking forward to have even more sessions of this kind. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for the feedback. We endeavor to giving you the services, providing new support as the Directorate of Virtual and Blended Learning, and would thank you very much for sparing this time. I know it's the first one, as Newton has mentioned, and we were really eager to have you this day because it's been long since COVID hit. We've never met. We used to call you in each and every campus or meet the new students when we are doing the main orientation or matriculation, as we call it. So thank you very much. It has been a very wonderful forum. We've heard you, and I believe as you live here, you live as a happy student. Continue interacting with us, continue giving us feedbacks. We endeavor to better the services. Call upon my colleague, Kenneth Hitonga, to close us with a word of prayer.
Okay, let us pray. Lord God, once again we come before you as we come to the end of this session. We give you thanks for the session that we have had, for the interaction that we have had with our students. As we go forward, Lord God, give us a good relationship and more wisdom and intelligence to serve our students and give our students understanding for the various courses and units that they are taking. We thank you for the students, oh God. We thank you for the provision of resources to facilitate them and to give them services. We pray that you continue giving us more strength and more motivation to serve our students for the glory of your name. As we depart and go to our various destinations, we pray for your mercies, oh Lord. We pray that you give us safety as we travel for those who are going to travel, and honor and glory will be unto your name. We pray this, believing and trusting in your name.
Thank you very much, Ken. Thank you. And I thank my team from Meru. I and Jocelyn and Robert, we are from Nairobi, and Jonathan, as we mentioned before. Thank you very much. Nice evening. You free. Nice weekend as well.
You too. It was a